This is the warm-up for B and D days for Strong and Sculpted 2019. Starting with a 90-90 breathing. So lying on your back, hips and knees at 90 degrees, and then working on diaphragmatic breath. Make sure your back stays in connection with the floor here, lower back down, and work on breathing into the nose, into the abdomen, and then breathe out. And try to get all the air out, really feel this getting tight as you breathe out. Force the air out and then breathe in again. You can have clients put a hand on chest and stomach to give them feedback. Their hands should not move because they're not puffing up their chest. Their stomach should move. Okay, that's 90-90 breathing. And then it is periscoping. So feet down, one foot goes up straight in the air, knees straight, grab behind the knee, keep the head and shoulders relaxed on the floor, and first it's point and flex the toes like this for 15 seconds. When he says halfway, you're going to switch to a side to side with the ankle. Just rotating the ankle side to side, keeping the knee straight. Then you'll do it on the other side, same thing, point and flex, side to side. And then you're going to flip over to a cat-cow. Round that back up as high as you can, looking in. Arch, look forward. Going back and forth between those two. And then it goes to baby crawl, so knees come slightly off the floor, and slowly crawling opposite arm and leg forward. And then you can go back. If you want to go side to side, that's cool too. Working on really keeping the back straight here. And then going to hip circles. So you're going to go up, out, and around, as big of a circle as you can with your knee. So it's okay if the hips are twisting a little bit here. It's just a warm up. We're not working on the stability of the back right now. We're just warming up the hips. When he says halfway, switch it to other direction. So instead of going forward, now you're going to go back. And then do the same thing on the other side. After that is loose hangs and shoulder breakers. It's 2 movements because there's only 5 stations for loose hangs. So if you have 5 or less people, everyone can do loose hangs at the same time, and then everyone does shoulder breakers next. If you have more than 5, you're gonna have to split it up. Have some people start with loose hangs and then do shoulder breakers. Some people are gonna start with shoulder breakers and then do loose hangs. Each one is 35 seconds. He'll announce it twice. He says loose hangs / shoulder breakers. 35 seconds later, he says shoulder breakers / loose hangs. So just help your clients figure that out. So you do this, you do that. For the loose hang, we're going to use the straps here. Usually they're down like this, which is too low to hang on for most of our clients. So we're going to toss it over and keep it right there where it's a high enough height for our clients to hang on. If you have a tall client that can jump up and grab the bars and hang from the bar, that's fine too. But when you're hanging, you want your palms facing forward and elbows straight, and it's a loose hang. You're not trying to keep shoulders packed, so just let it unpack. Stretch your shoulders and lats and let the spine decompress. Try to just let everything hang loose. So you can do it like I'm doing it right here with my toes still on the ground kind of, but barely there. You can do it just feet off the ground, or if they're more comfortable with their feet in front like this, that's fine too. Just make sure they're hanging and almost all their body weight is on their hands. They might not be able to support that the whole time, so maybe a little bit of help with the feet, but most of the hands. Shoulder breaker is using a stick, going up and back and forward. We've done these before. And then we're going to hinge with stick. So place the stick on the back, 3 points of contact, and practice good hinges, reaching back with the hips as far as you can. Practice their breathing, help them to know to breathe, remind them to get tight at the top, not just standing up and bending over, reaching back as far as you can. Try to really help them understand what a hinge is. And then it goes to a single leg hinge hold. This is what we did in the launch sessions. If they are here, they should be familiar with this. You're going to have the stick out in front of you with both hands, feet together, all the way together, and then hinge back as far as you can. Reach your hands as far forward as you can, and slowly take one foot away. Reach that foot back behind you, pushing with the heel, and try to stay in a nice deep hinge here. Just hold it. They can push down into the stick to help engage, but you're not leaning on the stick. So again, helping people understand the hinge position versus just bending over. This is not what we want. We want here where the hips are behind the foot. So they're just going to hold that until he says halfway, then we switch. You can stand up, come back down, and the other side. Push that heel out here. As much as possible, you want to try to get people almost parallel to the floor. So, this isn't really what we're looking for. We want more here. And that is the warm-up for B&D days.